Matt Payton courtside here at the Powell Center. The Lady Tigers victorious 90-51, our final score, joined by the head coach, Ginger High Colvin, as the Lady Tigers pick up win number 16 on the season. Coach, a nice one here in the Powell. These Mid-South Conference games, you can never take them for granted at home. They're very important. This is a nice performance for your bunch.
Yeah, that's what we talk about. You know, you've got a book I think you write every year, and it's in chapters. We're in chapter 2, and that's just Mid-South Conference regular season. So we're hopeful to just get any win we can get and move on, because they are, like you said, in conference, very hard to come by.
You started out really well, 8 straight for the Lady Tigers. You forced Coach Bloom to take the early timeout, and you really never looked back. In the second quarter, you were able to extend the lead, and you took a large lead into the break at halftime. And the Lady Tigers, you do that thanks in large part to the hot shooting in the first half.
Yeah.
Jordan Dorham had a nice first half, and Caitlin Hall, she found any and everybody that was around the rim.
She did, and I left her in there in the third quite a bit, because I wanted her to have a shot. Looks like she played 23 minutes. I looked at her at the end of the third. Her face was red, so I went ahead and set her. And then obviously you don't want to get her hurt before a big game coming up. But she was pushing it, 13 assists. That's pretty good. She's leading the nation right now. And there were a couple that were pretty nasty. And I know my brother talks about all the time. Kate puts butts in the seats in Powell. Everybody likes to watch her. So. And it's fun. And it's fun for the kids to play with her, because if they move, she's going to get them the ball.
Well, the one with Calhoun down there, she had made the one to Savannah. She came back and hits Calhoun.
Yep.
I looked down, and everybody's up off the Lady Tiger bench. Everybody's jumping in. And not only does she put butts in seats, but she energizes your roster a lot of times.
Sure she does. You know, and that's what we do. I think we still lead the nation in assists. I know we've bobbled up and down with it, but I think we still lead the country in assists. And you look, and we've got 29 assists tonight, and we share the ball, and the girls enjoy sharing the ball. They share minutes. They enjoy sharing minutes, and they value that. You know, you look at Jordan Dorham had 18 points in 15 minutes. So, you know, you sit and think about that. We've had 4 players of the week, Faulkner twice, and those kids are averaging half of a game. Now, there's some games they're going to play longer. I know you look at Mobile, a game that we just couldn't pull away. Faulkner, I think, played 30-plus minutes, and some of those. But when you share the ball the way our kids share the ball and they're invested, they're going to cheer for their teammates, and I love that.
Jordan Dorham had 18 tonight, Coach. Madison Kaiser with 17, and Madison Faulkner 13 off the bench. You continue to throw talented players at Cumberland tonight, and everybody got in on the mix. You had Lexi Lake in double figures with 11 points. Savannah had a nice night. I know Savannah's a little upset with her free throw shooting. She was really
that's just not like her at all. Not at all. That's not her at all. She'll be in the gym tomorrow, and no telling how many she'll shoot. I can promise you that. But that's just one of those nights. She won't do that again, I don't think.
And you forced Cumberland tonight into 26 turnovers. That matches their season high was 30. They've also turned it over 26 times tonight. It's a young roster for Coach Bloom.
No doubt.
Here tonight, they were really struggling for answers.
Yeah, I think the Griffith kid is really good. She's got that short corner shot, and she was hard for us to guard early, and they did a lot of things right. I thought, did a decent job against them, but, you know, and he's new in the league. I think he'll do a great job down there. That's just tough coming into the Mid-South. I don't care who you are or where you come from. I think coming into the Mid-South is a really, really tough thing to do. I was in the Mid-South, and when I took this job over, I knew how hard it was going to be. And so they're a little. I think they've got a couple that were injured and have had some mix-ups in their lineup. And Pinto for them has led them. We did a great job on her tonight. She had 2 points. So we really focused on getting out and finding her. And then Griffith came in, I thought, hit some really nice shots for them.
And they have some big bodies, Dominic St. Louis
Absolutely,
and Catherine Griffith, and you were able to really dominate the rebounding battle tonight. You win the battle on the boards by 14, 44 to 30, the final number, the advantage of 7 on the offensive end alone. So you guys were really able to get after the ball off the backboard.
Yeah, and we stress that we want to be a better rebounding team, and we still want to be better. We want to continue to get better, and we're not even close to where we need to be. Faulkner had 6 tonight. Ashley McGeorge 5. That kid can just rebound with the time she played in there. And then Madison Stewart continues. She's got in there. She had 5 rebounds again tonight. 5 points, has not scored the way has scored for us as of late, but still worked and got 5 rebounds.
We touched on Savannah, the shooting in there at the free throw line, and Caitlin Hall, the assist. Savannah's one of the best thieves in the country, averaging over 4 a game. She had 5 tonight, and No telling how many deflections she also had, or plays that led to more
That's right.
turnovers.
And I don't know how it's charted. It's different in times, but a lot of times she will get the deflection and somebody else may be credited with the steal. But like you say, she's got her hands on so much and causes so much to happen. And she set the tone for us. She got the first steal of the game, and just when you can come out and do that and set that tone, that helps a lot.
You will have a quick turnaround. It's nice to be into conference play, but it also is the grinder.
Yeah.
Now you'll wait and take on Lindsey Wilson College on Saturday. They'll come and visit the Powell Center. That'll be a raucous environment, no doubt about that. But this is a Lindsey Wilson team that has underwent some major changes as well. Kayla Stiles graduated. Tiona Curry is hurt.
Right.
So they're trying to figure some things out along the way as well.
They are. And when you have and I don't know if John would call it a letdown. I went through the same thing with Whitney Ballinger. When you lose a kid that does so much, and you do as a coach, you take it for granted. Even if they're not scoring, they're rebounding, they're blocking shots, they're changing things. And so when they lose that, but they've got a lot of experience back as well. They had a couple kids that were injured. Harrison Hall, or the two wings that start for him, that have either had an injury or have set out last season, and then Reagan Turner, who's a scorer for them. So the Paul Scotti led the nation last year in block shots, big presence inside. So don't think they've got some kids that aren't there, but they've got some bodies there, and they went up, and I know at half they were spanking Georgetown, so I'm sure they're going to be ready when they roll in here on Saturday.
Coach, congratulations on this one. Take a day to enjoy it, and we'll see you on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Coach Ginger High Colvin and the Lady Tigers victorious here tonight as they knock off Cumberland University. Final score 90-51.